Hi, my name is Maurice and I'm with Dealavo, where we offer price monitoring, dynamic pricing, and e-commerce analytics solutions for online shops and manufacturers. We at Dealavo build a lot of e-commerce stories with our clients, and in this video, we're going to share 10 tips to improve your conversion rate. These 10 tips come from our analysis work and the consultation, so in general from our experience with hundreds of e-commerce stories over the years. I will give you some well-known examples as well as some lesser-known ones. These examples are universal, so whatever the platform your store sells on. So make yourself comfortable and let's go. Let's start with the importance of the e-commerce conversion rate and how to calculate it. And most importantly, what the conversion rate optimization, or CRO, is all about. Conversion can be defined as gaining customer interest and converting that interest into real action. It is one of the most important strategic elements that allow us to analyze the achievement of our business goals. Importantly, a conversion is not just a purchase. Depending on the industry in which we operate, a conversion can also be returning to the website. Newsletter subscription, downloading a file, a graphic or an infographic, filling out a form, or watching a promotional video, or registering for an account, or clicking on a banner or a pop-up or a CTA. What is the conversion rate and how to calculate it then? The conversion rate is precisely captured value that allows us to measure what percentage of our visitors decide to make a purchase on the website. It can be calculated in an extremely simple way. Just divide the number of finalized transactions by the number of sessions on the website and multiply the result by 100%. It is worth noting at this point that proper measurement of conversions requires sticking to a chosen reference point. In the formula mentioned above, the divisor is the number of sessions. In other measurements, on the other hand, the number of unique visitors is taken into account. Conversion rate optimization, or CRO, is any action on the website that aims to improve the conversion rate. Conversion optimization should be preceded by setting specific goals and creating a profile of the potential recipient. In the context of this video, we will talk about optimization in relation to the most important goal, which is to make a purchase. So let's start with 10 tips. Theory is not everything. The most important thing is, of course, practice. How then can you increase conversions in your online shop? Here are 10 simple steps to optimizing them. Number 1, good configuration. Landing page, thank you page, changes on the page, configuration in measurement tools such as from Google. When looking after conversions, you also need to ensure that your website is set up properly. The landing page is designed to capture the attention of the visitor and present them with the most important information. It is the page that encourages visitors to take a specific action. When designing it, you need to make sure that every message is clear and specific, and pay attention to its most important element, the CTA. We will describe that in point number 4. We already know that the landing page is supposed to encourage people to make a purchase. But what's next? The thank you page. The thank you page, as the name suggests, is a page designed to thank the user for a completed conversion. It may seem like an unnecessary detail, but experience shows that the thank you page plays a significant role in building customer relationships. Let's remember that just putting up a page, which in your opinion does not need improvements, it's not everything. As we mentioned at the beginning, conversion is not only about a one-time purchase, but also about building a relationship with the customer and getting them to take further and further and further actions on the website. Constant fine-tuning of the website and small changes make the user feel that we're not standing still. Even small corrections in the arrangement of elements or structure can have a positive impact on conversion optimization. Merely observing the behavior of consumers who decide to buy in your shop is not enough. In the case of online shops, advanced tools which allow to control parameters related to the transaction turn out to be necessary. Google Tag Manager turns out to be extremely useful, as its main task is to call up appropriate tags when a particular action is performed on the website. Number 2, mobile devices. The COVID-19 pandemic had a significant impact on lifestyle-related behavior and changed the way people purchase products and services. It's important to point out that because of the pandemic, the growth of the e-commerce nearly tripled in 2020 in comparison to 2019. Every year, e-commerce gets a little bigger, but it is still impressive that retailers maintain the gains they made during the onset of COVID-19. People want to buy online, and most of them do it through mobile devices. Did you know that over 70% of users prefer to shop online using their mobile devices? Well, that's a lot, right? Companies are adapting their websites for mobile shopping. Often, they go even one step further by releasing smartphone apps that make online shopping even more intuitive. Such an approach, apart from convenience, also has another advantage. It somehow attaches the user to us, and our brand, being an icon on their screen, also becomes an element of their daily routine. Number 3, page loading speed. What do we dislike most? It's simple: waiting. Time is often the factor that drives us to shop online. A user who chooses an online shop does not want to wait in queues, right? And a slow-loading website definitely doesn't have a positive impact on the feelings of an impatient consumer, and that in turn translates into lower conversion. There's nothing worse than a frustrated user waiting for a page to load. So how do we speed up our website? By compressing. Simple compression of images and text makes a difference. According to research, as many as 25% of websites could save over 250 kilobytes through compression, and 10% could save over 1 megabyte. Number 4, CTA optimization. First, let's think about what CTA is. CTA, or call to action, is one of the most important elements on the website. Its skillful application may significantly improve the results of internet sales. What is CTA in practice? It is a button or a link which stands out on the page, and clicking on it is an extremely desirable action on the part of the user. Depending on what industry you're in, CTAs can have different functions. When it comes to e-commerce, the most important effect of a CTA is usually to get a user to buy. So, how do we optimize our CTAs when they don't deliver satisfactory results? 1. By using proven, simple phrases such as add to cart, buy now, learn more. 2. By using the command mode. Keep it short and to the point. Research shows that CTAs that are in the form of commands work best. 3. By offering something extra to the user and thus persuading them to buy. Messages such as buy now and get 25% off, or sign up for your newsletter and get a discount on your first purchase. Those work very well. Number 4. By placing them in a good, visible place within mouse reach, without the need to scroll the screen and away from the chaos and other distractions. Ideally, there should also be a security certificate nearby to reinforce our credibility. 5. By including elements that generate urgency. Example, last item, or a counter that informs us when the promotion is going to end. Number 6. Testing its visual side. Some colors and shapes work better. The next tip is going to be number 5, UX improvement with Hotjar. At this point, we're going to explain what UX is and the obligatory tool for every UX designer, Hotjar. Sometimes we come across websites that are just quite unpleasant to look at and do not evoke positive feelings in us. The omnipresent chaos. Pop-ups that require all of our senses just to be clicked on, or completely illegible menus that deter us from going to any of the subpages. UX, or user experience, is responsible for ensuring that no website evokes similar emotions in you. In short, it is the sum of all reactions and impressions experienced by the user of our product. When designing a website on the basis of UX, we deal primarily with designing user experience. Our main goal is to ensure that we evoke positive feelings in a potential customer. Let's first answer this question. What is the most important UX principle? Paying attention to human beings and their emotions. Why is it so important? Because the UX takes into account user interface design, the general visual side of our project, like colors and designs that are very important, functionality, accessibility of content, information architecture, interaction path, proper functioning of all animations. Despite appearances, UX-based design is not always obvious. It is rare that the website you visit is both intuitive, clear, easy to use, and free of any errors. An obligatory tool for every UX designer is Hotjar, a simple online program that allows you to see step by step what a user visiting our website does. The most important Hotjar functions are recording heat maps, recording sessions with shop users, measuring the click-through rate on a given element in a shop, also on the non-clickable elements, monitoring how far users scroll, checking at what stage the user decides to leave the page, checking which point of the form constitutes the greatest problem for the user, checking what is the average page fold of customers, acquiring users for advanced research, creating research on the basis of surveys and questions concerning customer satisfactions. Thanks to this analytical knowledge and extensive reports, we're able to introduce many improvements to the website aimed at, for example, more efficient user behavior, greater effectiveness, and elimination of errors. All these changes have one common goal: the increase of customer satisfaction. So that's what we need to keep the client and make him buy our product. Number 6, intuitive payment path. What is our main objective? Obviously, the purchase. Therefore, the path that leads to the purchase must be as intuitive, logical, and simple as possible for the potential customer. The convenience that the user experiences at each stage of the process has a key impact on their final decision. In practice, this means that our payment path should be flawless, user-friendly, and as efficient as possible. The purchase path is supposed to make the customer's decisions easier and stronger with each click. In order to diagnose a problem with the purchasing process, you need to carefully analyze 2 indicators: bounce rate, the rejection rate, and conversion rate. So if our bounce rate is very high and conversion rate is low, the whole process should be thoroughly audited and optimized based on the findings. Number 7, different and modern payment methods. Nowadays, that's one of the most important points in the whole selling process. You need to make it as simple as possible. Otherwise, the client wouldn't finish the shopping. After all, how many abandoned baskets have you recorded on your website in the last month? Yeah, that's what I thought. The more choice of payment methods we give the user, the better chance he will find the one that suits him the best. Here, it's also worth taking into account who our target customer is. It may be useful to conduct customer research and monitor previous purchases to see which payment method is the most popular. When finalizing purchases, the younger generation will most often choose to make quick transfers over the phone. Older users most often trust payment on delivery by a courier. The possibility of payment on delivery positively influences the perception of shop's credibility. If we want to build the image of a shop that cares about the welfare of the buyer, user comfort should be our priority. That is why remember that the more choice you offer, the better. So, which payment methods do shoppers choose most often? Quick transfers through payment services like Paytm, PayPal, or Blick. Payment in cash on delivery by a courier. Traditional transfers, payment in cash on delivery in the shop. Number 8. Use Livechat. By offering your customers online shopping, you're reducing buyer-seller contact to a minimum. How to find a compromise in this situation without losing the real contact between the customer and the seller? Extremely simple, by using Livechat. One of the most common reasons for abandoning a purchase is the difficulty in finding the necessary information on the site. Livechat provides quick response to our customers' questions. It is also a chance for us to offer the buyers other products. Above all, to leave a positive impression in their minds, which will encourage them to buy from us again. In fact, alongside the product quality, time and our commitment is the highest value we can offer the customer. Number 9, do not cross out unavailable products. A product that your customer is interested in is out of stock? Do not cross it. What can you do instead? Here are a few examples that will help you keep the client on the website, sell or come back to your website when you have restocked your inventory. First, let them place an order with a delayed delivery date if you know when the product will be available again. Second, let them know approximately when the product will be back in stock. Third, offer the option of receiving an email or SMS notification to remind you when the product is available again. Fourth, offer similar products. As simple as that. 10. Monitoring competitor prices and automating price changes using the Dealavo tool. In e-commerce, price is one of the most important decision factors. If the prices of promoted products are too high, customers will probably decide to buy from another shop. How can you check if the prices in your shop are competitive? Well, you have two solutions at your disposal. First, do it manually. So for example, by visiting websites of competing shops or price comparison sites or marketplaces, and check at what prices the products you offer are available. This is a solution that works well for shops with a small number of products on offer. However, for larger shops, this can be too time-consuming, especially as prices can change even several times a week. So the second solution is to automate this activity. You will find tools on the market that monitor the prices of products in other shops and sales platforms. Such a tool is Dealavo. By monitoring your competitors with Dealavo, you get detailed and aggregated data on price, promotions, and availability of competing products. So you can make sure you're always one step ahead of others in your industry. So for more information, check out the website Dealavo.com. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to improve your conversion rate. Feel free to watch our other episodes on our blog. Remember, the competition doesn't sleep.